80% of millionaires are self-made. Most of the wealthiest people in the world weren't born into money. They built it. And a big part of that comes from small, consistent habits they practice every single day. So I stopped chasing extreme hacks like cold showers, waking up at 4 a.m. Instead, I started applying these same habits they use. Most people will ignore these habits because they sound way too simple. And that's exactly why they work. Today, I'm sharing 5 habits I've cloned that helped me triple my income, made me way more productive, completely changed the way I approach success. And now, I'm going to share how anyone, no matter where they're starting, they can use these habits on their journey to become a millionaire. Think about your friend who is really successful. Some of them aren't the smartest in the room. Some aren't even the hardest working. But for some reason, year after year, they keep moving ahead while everyone stays the same. Why is that? What's their secret? And what am I missing? Most of us spend our days on autopilot. We wake up, we hit snooze, we rush to work real fast, we grab the same breakfast, we talk to the same people, and we have the same routine. And if you're not careful, this can repeat for weeks, for months, and even years without anything changing. So you won't notice it one day, but you're going to look around and you're going to realize that you're not moving forward while everyone else has. Most people think that they need to work harder or be smarter to get ahead. But the truth is, it's something far more simpler than that. And here's the scary part. If you're not learning every day, you actually might be falling behind without realizing it. As Charlie Munger once said, I constantly see people rise in life who are not the smartest, sometimes not even the most diligent, but they are learning machines. They go to bed every night a little wiser than they were when they got up. And boy, does it help, particularly when they have a long runway ahead of them. The first millionaire habit is becoming a learning machine. So it doesn't matter where you start. What matters is that every single day you learn something new and actually use it. Millionaires know that knowledge compounds just like money. So reading a few pages, listening to a podcast, reflecting, it might not feel like much in the moment, but over time, it transforms your entire life in ways that most people can't even imagine. Reading a little before bed, do it every day, and 5 years from now, you won't even recognize yourself. Learning is powerful, but where you're aiming matters too. If you don't know where you're going, all that knowledge won't take you far. And this is where the second habit comes in, setting goals. Most people think success comes from a big break, good timing, or being in the right place at the right time. Sure, that helps. When you study millionaires, their story looks completely different. They didn't stumble into success or get there by accident. They set a target, they worked toward it, and they decided where they want to go long before they got there. Success wasn't luck, but a plan. And here's what most people get wrong. They work hard, but not towards anything. They put in long hours, take on more responsibilities, and grind every single day, but they never stop to ask, where is this actually taking me? So without goals, you're just running in circles. You work hard every single day, but you're not going anywhere. That's why so many people feel stuck. They're moving, but not in the right direction. So it's not about how hard you work. It's about the goals you're working towards. Working hard without goals is like running on a treadmill. You're exhausted, but you're stuck in the same place. Brian Tracy explains it best. Your ability to set goals is the master skill of success. Goals unlock your positive mind and release ideas and energy for goal attainment. Without goals, you simply drift. That's the difference. Millionaires always have goals. They make them clear, specific, measurable. They write them down, break them down to steps, and track them until they're achieved. And when you set goals, it's like giving your brain a GPS. You know exactly where to go and what to avoid. And that's why goal setting is the second millionaire habit. Without goals, you're just going through the motions, and with them, you're creating the life that you actually want. But even the best goals won't matter if you never give them time to grow. And that's why millionaires master this third habit, investing early and often. When it comes to investing, most people think that the secret is putting in as much money as possible, but that's not true. The real secret is time. Time beats almost everything else. And here's the mistake most people make. They say, I'm going to start investing when I have more money. But every year you delay is compounding you'll never get back. Here's what blew my mind. The person who invests less money actually retires with more. So let me prove it to you. Look at this. So an early investor, the blue line, invests $5,000 per year for just 10 years from age 20 to 29, and that's a total of $50,000 invested, okay? And after that, they stop. So no more contributions. The late investor, the orange line, waits until they're 30 years old and then invests $5,000 per year for 35 years straight, all the way until they're 65. And that's $180,000 invested. Now, here's the crazy part, that only invested for 10 years investing finishes with $1.2 million. And the late investor with 35 years of investing finishes with $950,000. So the person who invested for just 9 years and quits ends up with more money than the person who invested for 35 years nonstop. And that's the power of compounding. There's no perfect moment to start. Even small amounts grow into something huge when you give them decades to work. The lesson is, don't wait, start now, stay consistent, and let time do the magic. If you're getting value so far, please hit the like button and subscribe if you want more videos like this. Of course, none of this matters if your body can't keep up, and that's why millionaires also protect their health. I used to think that success was just about working harder, burning the midnight oil, grinding longer than everyone else. But when I went through a period of health issues, it completely changed my perspective. No matter how much I wanted to focus, I couldn't. My energy was gone. My brain felt foggy, and even simple tasks felt impossible. And this habit, most people ignore until their body forces them to pay attention. That's when it hit me. When your health is off, when your body isn't functioning the way it should, nothing else matters. You can have the best goals, the strongest discipline, and the smartest strategies, but without your health, you can't do anything. And when your health breaks down, even small tasks feels like climbing a mountain. And that's why millionaires prioritize their health. They don't see it as a luxury. They see it as a tool to achieve their goals. So exercise, clean foods, good sleep. It's not about living longer or looking good. It's about feeling better and performing your best. So money compounds over time, and so does your health. Every workout, every healthy meal, every night of good sleep builds on itself. So don't treat health as a side task. Treat it as a foundation. And because if you take care of your body will take care of everything else. And just like health takes time, so does wealth. Which brings us to our final habit, thinking long term. Farmers don't plant seeds and expect food tomorrow. They know that harvest takes months, sometimes even years. Every day they water to protect and care for the crops. At first, nothing seems to be happening on the surface, but they keep going because they trust the process. Most people don't think like that. We live in a world of instant gratification, scrolling feeds, takeout from just a few clicks of a button, chasing overnight success. The problem is that success doesn't work that way. If you expect results tomorrow or even next week, you'll give up the moment things get hard. And this is the hardest habit because you won't see results tomorrow. But it's the one that separates millionaires from everyone else. Millionaires think differently. They think like farmers. They plant seeds here, habits, investments, health, but they give them time to grow. They understand compounding is a process. It's not something instant. Think about it. Every dollar that you invest, every book that you read, every workout that you do, it's like a seed. You won't see results in a week, but over years, those seeds grow into something massive. You won't win by chasing quick results. You win by planting the right seeds today and letting time do its work. Let's recap real quick. So millionaires don't wait for luck. They learn daily, they set goals, they invest early, and they move their body. And most importantly, they think long term. These habits are flashy. None of these happen overnight. But when you stack them together, that's how wealth is built. Stack these 5 habits, and you'll be surprised how different your life looks in 3 years, in 5 years, in 10 years. But there's one more habit most up and coming millionaires practice, one that almost nobody talks about. You want to see that one habit that almost nobody talks about? Check out this video. Want to get rich? Drive a beater. It's going to change the way you think about money.